If you don't mind first introducing yourself, what your name is and what exactly you do.
Hmm. My name is Michael Fudala, and I am the president of Theater on the Hill. And I basically run a theater company and direct and produce shows.
Okay. So then first question is what made you get into theater?
Where did it all start? That's a really good question. It started way back in 1964, 5. I was very young and I saw Angela Lansbury in the title role of Mame on Broadway. My mom had enough foresight to bring me to a Broadway show as a small child.
Mm.
Probably much to her chagrin later on, because she had no idea that this was what I'd get into. I'm sure she'd rather have had a doctor in the family than a director. But it's all good now.
Okay. So second question was what was the first show that you directed at Theater on the Hill?
First show that I directed at Theater on the Hill was it Bleach? I think it was Bleacher Bums.
Bleacher
Bleacher
Bums.
Bums. Yeah, Bleacher Bums we did, I believe, in 2004. I music directed Annie at Theater on the Hill in 2003 when they lost their music director, just disappeared. And a friend of mine called me up. They said, I know somebody, they need a music director. So I got to know BJ Albert, who was running Theater on the Hill at the time. And we got to be good friends after that. He's like, I really need your help. I actually music directed Annie at Theater on the Hill and at Acorn. Well, now it's called Acorn. Was it called Acorn then? Having me go way back, but it was
Yeah.
in Warrenville. And I'd done a lot of stuff in Warrenville back in the 90s. I had really started to get into regional theater in the early 90s. Hadn't really done, I'd done some assistant directing, but mostly I was doing pit, I was doing music directing, just kind of learning my way around. I had done theater on and off most of my life, obviously since college, but it had never been a focus of my life. It was always just something I did as fun. I had started to get into doing backing tracks for musicals in the 90s before there was anything like karaoke or anything like that. I realized the need for small companies that didn't have the resources to put live musicians on stage. So I started doing a lot of sequencing, and it was early technology, but it was a lot of fun, and I
Mm.
kind of got into it that way a
Okay.
lot. But once it got to Theater on the Hill, really wasn't looking to direct. Again, I was just looking to have fun. And BJ's like, you really should come and direct this. And I had already assistant directed Bleacher Bum several years earlier with my one of the people that really made me see the value of theater, Anna Honan, out in Warrenville. I saw the impact that it was having on people's lives, especially kids. Kids just soak this stuff up, and you learn so many things besides acting. You learn compassion, you learn creativity, you learn how to collaborate, you learn empathy, you learn all these wonderful skills, life skills that you can really use throughout your life. I didn't realize that getting into theater. It never really occurred to me until I watched this over years. I watched these kids, little wallflowers that wouldn't open their mouth to anyone, all of a sudden can stand up and speak in front of a room full of people. And I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. It's way more than just going to be entertained or entertaining. So yeah, long answer.